Well, first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Throwing is Rattler. Dancing to his left. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The rookie quarterback making plays out of the pocket, and he picks up a new set of downs for his guys.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 33, here's second down and 1. Now Rattler. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 36 yards. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Mahomes to throw once more. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. Pushing his way through. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Miller. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. This now a 3rd and 4. To the air is Rattler. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the gun, here's Rattler. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
2nd and 10. Rattler wants to throw it. Now he's flushed out left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Kamara up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee, might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at the 34. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Touchdown! Noah Gray from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here's Rattler. Flush to his right. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Rattler working out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards in a new set of downs.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they
saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Miller. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. They'll look to throw. Buying time is left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4. Back to throw here. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Saints go coast to coast and finish the drive out for 6 points. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Now flags will come in, and I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave, 31 yards. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Obviously a huge huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the fourth quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
The point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Go, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
What a call there on 3rd down. Some conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they will take a knee here.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Or are they ever? Because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one. And in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.